Hi, I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, coming to you today with another edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video series where I tell you a little bit about what to expect in the next day's paper. I'm coming to you again on the road today. I'm in Marion at the Chronicle Tribune offices, my old digs, working on some digital stuff for our newspaper group. But wanted to take the time, as I've been working remotely with Peru, to tell you a little bit about what's going to be in the January 14th paper on Tuesday, which is really going to be a very good one. I hope you'll get a chance to pick it up and read about these stories. On our lead story, Chad Abshire tells you a little bit about the latest in the feud between the Miami County Commissioners and the Miami County Recorder's Office. Commissioner Jerry Hammond and the recorder Brenda Weaver and her first deputy, Rhonda Trexler, who's also her sister, have been involved in a little bit of a dispute. The latest there is that the state police are actually going to investigate the claims made by Weaver and Trexler against Hammond, which were rejected in circuit court last month. The commissioners have requested that investigation and think it'll show that they have done nothing wrong. So we'll be tracking that, and I hope to hear more from the state police soon about whether they think there was any wrongdoing in that case. Other big news today out of the police. The Miami County Sheriff's Department brought in a Peru man who was arrested on charges of sexual misconduct with a minor. This man is named Charles Summers Jr. He stands accused of becoming involved with his 15-year-old stepdaughter, and could face a sentence anywhere between 24 and 80 years if he is convicted of all charges. In somewhat lighter news, that story came from Eric Stoff. Eric also had some lighter news for us from the first day of school. All 3 local districts started up today after having to cancel either 4 days in North Miami's case or 5 days in a row last week due to snow, as is the case for Peru and Misconduct. Eric went out to the schools and talked to them a little bit about what it's like to be back after that extended layoff, even tagged on to the end of their winter breaks, and what they're looking forward to in the second semester. Finally on A1, Chad actually had a second story from that commissioners' meeting. The Miami sewer controversy continues. A couple of residents were there again this morning talking about a special election that was scheduled to happen to replace a vacancy on that board. Unfortunately, that election, which the commissioners ordered on December 23rd, has been determined to be illegal. So they're going to figure out a different way to fill that vacancy. Seems like the commissioners and the council might have gotten their wires crossed there, so we'll continue to keep you updated on what the latest is with that situation as they look to get a new sewer system and get a new member on that board. Finally, in the sports section, Nick Roby had our lead story, which is a preview of the North Miami boys game against Caston. Coach Clay Bolser said he's hoping to see a little bit more focus out of his guys after the loss last Friday. And finally, Matt Wilson wrote a story for our sports section as well, over for the Chronicle Tribune, which is about Courtney Moses, the Oak Hill graduate and 2010 Indiana Miss Basketball, who's now a senior at Purdue University, and one of 3 seniors on that team, a leader. Really exciting to read the latest about Courtney and what she's been up to since leaving Oak Hill, and how her life is really coming together. It's always great to see somebody local achieving those kinds of heights, especially when they've had a lot of expectations heaped on them pretty young. So nice work, Courtney, and hope we get to report even more stories like that are positive news coming out of Miami County. As always, you can find all of those stories in tomorrow's print Peru Tribune. You can also find them online tonight at perutribune.com. You can find links to them on our Facebook and Twitter pages, which are Peru Tribune. And you can also find me and all of our reporters on Twitter. We'll also have a couple of late-breaking stories on today's front page. Just in brief form, Chad's going to tonight's Peru City Council meeting, and I am going to the Peru School Board meeting. Looking forward to bringing you all the news there. Until tomorrow, that's tomorrow's news. I'm Derek B. Have a great Tuesday.